Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader, your guide to a clearer perspective. I have a message for Aquarius today. This is your beneficial and abundant message from the universe, channeled through the cards, and also I will be channeling my guides as we are talking. So, Aquarius, there's a lot on your plate this week. There's mentally a lot going on for you. Nothing new, right? Seven of Swords. This is the energy that the universe is presenting you. So I do get the feeling that you are split in a lot of different directions. We've got you can see each individual sword here, that there's a lot of things that are on your mind. There's a lot of things for you to consider. And there's a lot of dimensions maybe to what you're looking at. You're not just looking at one thing. You're kind of considering a lot of different perspectives. And these are perspectives that keep shifting around and they keep, I can do this much better than I can speak to you about them. They're coalescing into something, but nothing is kind of sticking. It's like you get this idea, it comes into a circle and then it goes away. And then this one comes out and then, so you've got all these beautiful, I'm going to hit the flowers. I did that, beautiful petals, but you're not really seeing a one cohesive shape yet. So you've got all these different things moving in and out. We have the Prince of Swords for the way you respond to this energy, and you're thinking you've got to pick up one sword and run with it. You're thinking you've got to pick up one direction or one thought or one kind of pathway that you're being directed on, and you're thinking you need to run with that. So but the thing is that this prince is very single-minded, right? You see that he's going in one direction, he's moving forward, yet the universe is asking you to keep in mind those other perspectives. Keep in mind that there are other dimensions and there are other components and pieces to the bigger picture. This is not really about picking the one focus for now. It's usually that, but I think actually it's asking you to do the reverse, to step back a little bit and to look at the integration and the flow and the touching and the intersection of how all these different pieces are coming in to focus for you. So we continue with your message, and I forgot to draw an advice card for you, so that's going to be a surprise to all of us when we get there. Let's see. This is the way they were drawn. The computer always, or the phone always flips it. The camera always flips the thing. Four of Pentacles off to one side. King of Cups looking into the Ace of Wands. Big message. Focus on the future. This is not the time to be looking back. This is not the time to crawl into that basement of subconscious fears, woes, and places. I wanted to say demons, but they said you need to soften the word. This is not the time to be trawling in the underworld. This is not the time to be unlocking the deepest, darkest secrets of what has been wrong. This is time to move forward, to look and expect the future. I really love these two cards coming together, King of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. The King of Cups is always looking to the future, expecting his heart's desire to come back to him. He's got such lovely, receptive energy. He's such a kind energy, but he's looking expectantly to the future for his heart's desire, and that is what comes to you, this Ace of Wands, that spark of inspiration that connects you to your soul purpose and to that bigger divine energy. And it's kind of also in that it's divine because we're up in the air. It's also kind of the smile or the sparkle of your personality coming through. All of the positive, sunny, best attributes of yourself, it's tapped into that, but then it expands in a bigger way. So it's kind of you being where you are and then radiating outwards. And this is why it's important not to be fixated on one path or one particular way of being right now, because this is what's coming to you. It's your personal energy is attracting the energy of this Ace of Wands to you. He's expecting it. And so it's not something that you're having to force or choose with your mind. It's something that you're expecting with your heart. So this is about tapping into the heart energy, understanding that that heart energy is a magnet for you, and being open and welcoming to the opportunities that it presents, because they are resonant opportunities for you. It's funny because he thinks he's getting one thing. King of Cups is probably looking for a mate or a partner or a relationship, but he gets something more. He gets a new growth opportunity that sends him in new directions that he has no idea where they're going to go. But these are creative, enterprising, and trailblazing opportunities for this King of Cups. And they're saying leave the practical, so I'm not going to say the practical. The reason why it's not time to look at the past anymore is because that's literally closing the opportunity of the future. It's closing the door on the future. You see how we have this tiny little yellow light, which is just an echo of this. So it's kind of like saying this is where you were. This is who you were. We don't need to unlock that and revisit it again, because this is where you're going. This is who you are. This is seeing yourself in a bigger way and allowing that energy to reach you in a bigger way, and that opportunity to reach you in a bigger way. Don't be content with letting yourself be in that small box that was yourself in the past, and that was those old issues in the past that you may be tempted to revisit. Sometimes when there's nothing to do, that's where we like to go and go back to the past and rehash and rehash. And this is saying, no, expect in your heart the future. Expect to be dazzled, expect opportunities, expect growth, expect trailblazing, expect all these things in your heart, not in your mind. So it's almost like we go back to the beginning of the reading. You're kind of giving like future glimpses of what these things could be. Like the universe is trying to send you little messages all woven together, almost like dream fragments. These dream fragments are coming together for you, and it's like they're preparing your mind, they're preparing your conscious and your subconscious for what your reality is going to be in the future. But it's not supposed to make sense now because it's in the future, right? This is just like a little taste, but it's not seeing the whole elephant yet. It's maybe like seeing a tail, and then seeing the trunk, and then seeing a little bit of the snout, and then seeing a little bit of the back. And you're kind of like, what is this? I've never seen this animal before. I've never seen this future before. You're not supposed to see the whole elephant yet, but understand and expect that you're going to get that huge gift. I hope it's not going to be a white elephant for you, but you know what I'm saying? Like you're going to get that huge present. So let's do one more. We've got an advice card for you. They're telling me the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. So again, stay in your heart. This is where you're expecting from. This is what you're believing, and this is where you're tapping into. So heart-centered meditations, even just sitting quietly and putting your hand here, putting both hands here, and just feeling into that energy. This is the energy to trust, because this is where you're expecting from. This is the magnet of your expectation, that trust energy. So if you've got questions about that, lovely reading for you this week, Aquarius, please let me know. And I always love to hear from you, as you know. And this is your last call for the solstice readings. These were a kind of a special opportunity, once a year kind of special thing, a special spread, as well as a special price offering. So you can find out more. There's a direct link in the description below. If you've wanted to and you've been kind of on the fence and you haven't signed up, just know they're only here for another week. And if you got questions, again, reach out. I am always happy to hear from you, and I look forward to seeing you, hearing you, seeing you, all of the things next week on True Guidance Tarot. Have an amazing, amazing week.